Good evening, everybody. John Robinson, aka the Hospice Guy. November is National Hospice and Palliative Care Month. And this is video number 2 out of 30 that I'm going to be sharing with you. You know, last night we talked about the importance of freedom of choice for hospice. Tonight we're going to talk about wishes that you have. How you want to be cared for at the end of your life. Well, you know, once you become hospice appropriate, and if you are on a hospice program, you know, you need to get things in order and start doing it now to make sure that what you want is actually what happens when you become incapacitated and are unable to make the decisions that need to be made at the end of your life. You know, you can go to a lawyer and you can pay $150, $200 to have a will done that will designate a medical power of attorney that will say, I don't want antibiotics, I don't want to be on a feeding tube, I don't want to be on a machine to breathe. That's all well and good as well. The most important thing is every 5 years you should go and update that. And the only reason being is because your loved one that you designated as your medical power of attorney may not be your loved one in 5 years. And if you don't change that, if that person's out of the picture, well, guess what? That's going to be very difficult in getting your wishes done. Or you could do the 5 wishes, which is a legal document in most 50 states. The 5 wishes covers the following 5 things. The person I want to make my decisions for me when I am unable to, the kind of medical treatment I want or do not want, how comfortable I want to be, how I want people to treat me, and how and what I want my loved ones to know. We'll work backwards. You know, the most important thing is to keep a journal, keep a diary. Because when your journey has ended, oftentimes the caregivers' lives are empty. They don't know what to do or where to turn to. It's just very difficult for them. But sometimes, you know, if you write them little notes and just about your life, your feelings, what you're going through, that may be such comfort to them to be able to read that down the road. So think about that. I think that's very, very important. You know, in the next 2, how comfortable I want to be and how I want people to treat me. A lot of times people say, oh, I'm not going to be on morphine, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, because of whatever the case may be for whatever reasons. But that definitely needs to be laid out. It's the most important thing as far as end-of-life symptom treatment. The type of medical treatment I want or I don't want, that by all means is the most important thing. So please, the 5 wishes, like I said, is a legal document. As long as 2 people who are not related to you sign this, it can hold up in court. Nobody can question it. Nobody can doubt the 5 wishes. So please make sure that you do that. And last but not least, the person I want to make care decisions for me when I can't. You know, make sure the person who you designate as your medical power of attorney, that you and whoever it is have a long talk about what your wishes are. Don't wait until the week before, you know, you think something's going to happen. It needs to be done now. Also, funeral planning needs to be done now. Get your house in order. That needs to be done now. You know what? Probably the most important thing, beside the 5 wishes, is the ability to say, I forgive you. The ability to say, I love you. That's the most important thing. And sometimes I think that is the greatest wish that my patients share with me. And I think that's really, really important. So that's a little bit about the 5 wishes. And I hope that you folks think about this. Like I said, it's a lot cheaper than going to a lawyer. And also, this should be updated every 5 years, at least every 5 years. Because things change. Outcomes change. Our diagnoses, our illnesses change. The way we think change. And that is the most important thing. You know, once again, my name is John Robinson. You call me the Hospice Guy. I thank you for listening. And tomorrow night, we're going to talk about the patient. And we're going to name this section video number 3. I am still me. May God bless and have a good evening. Thank you.